How's it going, guys? Zombie back with a Wonderlands video. I wanted to make a Wonderlands video kind of talking about the state of this game and how I felt about it. Honestly, I have not touched this game since the first DLC came out. Yeah. I beat the first DLC and I was not impressed. So I figured I have the season pass, I can play all these. I have all this stuff, and I have spent so much money on this game, and honestly, I'm not happy with the state it's in. I'm a huge Borderlands fan. I have
A
been a fan. Oh,
guest.
Jesus
You've
Christ.
traveled such a long way to be here. A little closer won't hurt.
So I
I
don't
can
know.
tell you're an expert world hopper, far beyond Brighthoof. And now you're here, in the land of imagination. So, what would you imagine a person like me to say? Ah, your aura is radiant. It's top notch, I won't lie. But I see a great cloud hovering over you.
Does the cloud rain money? I'd pay good money to see that.
It's skepticism. A cloud of skepticism. You doubt my ability to read your fate. As you should. Those who make fate aren't captive to its whims like the rest of us. Now, fortune I have for you, I know what you like. I see a great partnership in your future. If that's the fate you choose to make.
What kind of partnership? Money talks and fortunes tell.
The only limit to your fortune is your imagination. Or your bank maximum. Or your stomach for killing the dreams of lost souls. But it pays fabulously. All you need to do is look into a mirror and say yes to what you see. You've come this far of your own free will. A little farther won't hurt.
Now that this chick is done talking, I just wanted to talk about the state of this
Oh,
game and
why would I walk into freezing ice? Wait, money. Yeah, that'll do it.
I have found this game very, oh my god.
Dreamt up that place.
Shut up. Shut up. Let me speak. God. Anyways, I've been so tired of playing Borderlands lately. I even went back to play Borderlands 2. I I'm to the point in Borderlands 2 where me and my cousin are stuck on OP7 with a Salvador and a Zero. So I'm starting to think that these games have been very lackluster. Honestly, I have a big love for this company. I love Gearbox to death. I can't iterate how much I appreciate Gearbox in a lot of ways. I'm like I love how they make stuff. I love everything about what they do. But lately there has been some stuff that has just been killing the vibe in this. I mean, these DLCs that they're dropping, I didn't even know
Why do I get the
what to
feeling
say
there's
or
something
play here.
extra cheesy behind this mirror?
I see
I,
that watery world of imagination has caught your eye.
Anyways, as I was saying, I wasn't happy with the state of this game, and honestly, it just feels like the replayability is so low in this game. I've gone through 3 characters now, and it's to the point where I'm like, what the fuck? I love the Borderlands franchise, and I think it needs some revitalization. I think it needs something that will help fix this game. Because this game had so much potential to be one of the greatest. But now I feel like it's gonna be very boring, very slow from now on. I Now, I love these games because of the replayability, and this game just does not have replayability, and it comes down to just it needs to get out to other people. If you don't have a game that is very fun or easy to play, like, I don't see a point in playing it, because it's to the point where I'm like, okay, well, what's next? And a lot of the games I play for a reason. Either I enjoy it, or it scares me half to death, which is what I did with Visage. Now, unfortunately, I have to re-download files and get back to where I was. I have to get used to how Visage was. Because I have not played that game since about 2 months ago. In fact, I probably haven't even uploaded in a month or two. I've been so busy with things going on in my life, and I want to be point blank with it. Excuse me? Okay, that's a first. Huh, okay. Anyways, I think it's to the point where I'm not sure what games I'm going to be playing for quite some time. I want to have something to do, but I don't find certain things enjoyable in this game. It's gotten to the point where it's kind of just rinse and repeat at this point, and I'm not bashing the game for that. I love the story of this. I love the backstory. I love everything about this. But the replayability has 100% killed this game. In fact, I was so hyped about this game. As soon as I heard a Dungeons and Dragons game for Borderlands was coming out, I was excited. And you could tell in my videos whenever the game first came out. I was excited. I was all hyped about it. Right now, it's kind of just whatever at this point. I don't even know if this pixie gun is good anymore. That's how long I've been gone. I don't feel like this is a good build anymore. I don't think it's something that is going to do good in the long run. But build versatility is getting very stagnant in some cases, because you can't run certain things, and you can't run certain skills that will make you feel powerful. Like, for example, if I was to run a survivability build on this thing, I would most likely die a lot quicker than I would if I was doing this kind of build. But, and something that I also wanted to bring up is, first of all, look, come on, it's loading a little slowly, but I have done so much here. I've completed at least half of all this stuff. I have had no motivation to come back and play this game because it's been so fucking long, and it's just not entertaining anymore. I've put a lot of time towards this. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the game for as long as I could. Like, you could see, I have almost finished every single tree here. What's going to happen if I finish all these trees and I have nothing left to do in this game? There's going to be nothing I can do, and it's just going to feel like I'm wasting my time at that point. Now, I'm not saying that this is a bad game by any means, because this game is pretty fucking phenomenal. Ow. Now, I also want to bring up some stuff that I've been dealing with in Borderlands 2. I've been dealing with in all the Borderlands games, in fact. I just recently delved into mods for Borderlands 2. I just recently got into pre-sequels lore. I kind of got into it a little bit more. I was a big fan of pre-sequel. Don't get me wrong. I love pre-sequel. I love the jokes in it. I love the humor. I loved everything about it. But it's a game that needs the patch. It needs all these mods to make it fun. Because if you don't have that shit, the game just feels bland, and it starts to feel like Wonderlands in this case. Because you're getting the same story, you're getting the same content every time. And trust me, if you don't
Healing top up over
if you
here.
don't switch it up occasionally, you're gonna get bored of these games very quickly. I got really bored of this game because the DLC was so short and it's just not enjoyable anymore. Now, I can't speak for the future of the game because obviously it still has its life cycle, and I'm sure Gearbox is working on their shit. They're working on shit to make this game better. I know they will do it. But I think the timing for the first two DLCs was atrocious. I think they released the first DLC too soon. They deserved more time to work on it, get more shit out before. Honestly, if they had put all these little headhunter packs, like it feels like a headhunter pack from Borderlands 2. If you put in four of them and made them headhunter packs, that'd be fine. But they're classifying them as DLCs and everything. Or PLCs. I don't know the whole terminology behind that. I don't keep up with that. At this point, it's gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, well, is Borderlands even worth playing at this point? And playing games right now is very stagnant, especially on YouTube. No one's going to come to my channel with playing games, which is why Twitch is such a huge thing nowadays, and TikTok is becoming very popular. Come on. Did I really just die because my pixies wouldn't fucking go for these guys? Really? But I do have complaints about Borderlands 2. It's gotten to the point where even OP levels feel very boring and very tedious. And I have good gear. My cousin has good gear. We weren't struggling. It's just the bullshit that they keep putting us through. The same shit that I was going through on multiple solo playthroughs. And I don't judge Gearbox for how they make their games, but there's some stuff that is just kind of like, why did you even implement that? Why did you put that in the game? Am I totally against
Wonderlands has a
or for it?
complex
No.
history with, well, history. Our world
I don't know
clearly
why I picked
exists in
that up.
cycles, with events repeating every few hundred years. Never exactly the same, but never all that different either. One
Shut
foul
up.
force, however, has remained
Oh
consistent
great,
through
it
the
plays through the
ages.
fucking
The
thing here
Dragon
too.
Lord. It is believed that his dark shadow may even stretch back to the first.
Thank you, now that it shut up. Borderlands 2 is definitely one of the more difficult ones to go back to. After playing Borderlands 3 and you have this feeling of, oh, this legendary loot doesn't feel special anymore. I think Borderlands 1 had a healthy mix. Wonderlands is a pretty good mix too, but it's just the loot system in both games are a little bit atrocious. I think pre-sequel was one of the most balanced games with just skills, how stuff dropped. The only thing that I didn't like about pre-sequel was the grinder. It pissed me off so much, and whenever you're sitting there farming the right gear for your character and you're just tired of sitting there trying to get the good shit, it gets annoying and you're like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do now? And then what's the reward for you getting there? Nothing. You're sitting there wondering, oh, well, this is kind of boring. What can I do to make this game entertaining? And that's why mods are such a huge thing right now, because if Gearbox had decided, hey, we got to make all these games more capable for mods, which Borderlands 2 is amazing for mods. Borderlands the pre-sequel is amazing for mods. And I'm sure Borderlands 3 is good. I haven't tried Borderlands 3 on PC with mods. I would love to at one point, and honestly, I think a playthrough of a mod would be very fun on this channel. But it's up to you guys. If you guys want me to make mod content, I will definitely do it. And I don't want to restrict myself to Borderlands. I want to do what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see more Visage, if you want to see Resident Evil or more Borderlands, more Wonderlands. I'm willing to do it. I don't personally think that Wonderlands is going to keep going for as long as it will, as long as people hoped. Wonderlands has taken such a huge turn that it doesn't feel special anymore. And Tiny Tina was one of those beloved characters that everybody liked. And I hate to say it, but this game just kind of it feels like a flop in a way. Do I think that it's the worst game out of the franchise? No, because it's definitely got its quirkiness, it's got its personality. Every game that I have played has a personality about it, and it's always fun to try new things. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm happy with the state of some of these things in the game, but there are so many things that I would love to see them redo. Like, honestly, the loot system in this game is kind of flawed. I've I've sat here for hours upon end trying to get perfect gear, and whenever you're sitting here going through chaos chambers, like it gets boring eventually. Like you're sitting here wondering, oh, why am I going through this when there's no reward in it? Like getting a volatile now doesn't feel special. Now you get primordial, and it's just like, look at all this loot that I'm getting here. Like just look at it, chaotic, chaotic, volatile, chaotic, nothing, chaotic, chaotic, chaotic. And it's supposed to increase the likelihood of you getting certain type of gear. And it doesn't feel special at all. Well, it does feel special, but it's very rare at this point. Like, I don't get how they can mess that up. And it's an easy thing. All you have to do is make shit usable. Make it to where, like, for example, the nerf of this liquid cooling. Like, check the ammo. Watch the ammo so quickly. Whenever they nerfed it, the ammo consumption would go so quickly, and it didn't feel good like it did. Now, of course, they did buff it. Back whenever I was playing last, they had it nerfed, and I would probably be about halfway through my ammo at this point, which fucking sucked. But not many people really liked all the nerfs that happened whenever the game first came out, and honestly, the DLCs just feel so bad in this game. If I like something, I will tell you, and I think that's how people need to be in this case. But it's gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, well, what's the point in doing, for example, this featured run? Like, I don't see a point in it. I've gotten so bored with doing these runs here. It's boring, and I love playing this game, and I don't see myself going through raid bosses because I've beaten them all. I've beaten every single raid boss. I've beaten the game multiple times at this point. I have so much enjoyment for this game, but I don't see a future in it. Unless they do something so critical that will make this game a huge thing again. Because whenever the game first came out, it was huge, and I loved this game. It was really fucking fun. But I don't foresee this game getting any better, and I think that's something that Gearbox needs to work on, not the people who are sitting here playing the way I do here. Because, yeah, this game is enjoyable. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just went down quickly. Huh. But I wanted to hop on here and give my opinions, my thoughts. If you guys think otherwise, or if something has happened to this game that I don't know about, and there's something that I'm missing, just tell me in the comments, because I really do want to see success in this game. I want to see Gearbox succeed in what they make. Now, am I saying, oh, this game's gonna completely die? Is it gonna end up like Apex Legends, Fortnite, all that shit? Honestly, I think if they had put a battle royale in this game, I think it would not be fun. Honestly, it's very. I think the battle royale thing is finally getting old to some people. Personally, I never got into it that much. I loved playing. Uh, where the frick is it? I loved playing zombies on Call of Duty, but the whole the whole battle royale just felt so boring at this point. Like getting a win is definitely a huge adrenaline rush for some people, but I don't get that adrenaline rush. I'm just like, okay, well, that's cool. We won. Cool. Who fucking cares? What is it gonna do for me? Nothing. Um, but that's a whole different topic for a whole different day. Battle royales, I don't like as much as most people do. Um, Now to get into like Borderlands 1, I think Borderlands 1 is one of the better ones in the franchise. I really loved the remaster for next gen consoles and everything. I don't think that it's gonna carry over much better, but it's still something that I could sit here and play and enjoy. And I think everybody needs to find that in any game they like. If you don't enjoy a game, don't play it, man. If it's pissing you off, don't play it. And it took me a long time to fucking realize that. Which fucking sucks, because this game... Borderlands has never, like, truly pissed me off to the point where I don't want to play it. But there are some times where I'm like, okay, well, that was bullshit. What's going on here? But it's all about knowing when to stop. And honestly, I think it's time for me to stop playing shooter games, because I think it's getting to the point where it's getting so sweaty and it's getting so obnoxious that everybody's seen a shooter. Everybody has played a shooter at some point in their life. And I'm starting to see a pattern with shooters going to mobile. I'm starting to see that the future is coming, but it's not moving fast enough for some people. For me, I think the shooter genre has gone to complete hell. Now, I really do love games. I love playing games, but it's gotten to the point where sometimes I don't even want to hop on a console, just hop on my computer, nothing. I don't want to do shit with games nowadays. It's very iffy for me. I think what people need to understand is that I hope that somebody can find joy in playing video games. I hope somebody can revive my love for games at some point, but I have a love-hate relationship with video games right now. Because there's times where I'm sitting here thinking, oh, okay, well, I can enjoy this. Other times I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I fucking hate myself. I hate playing this game. And if you're to that point with some video games, if you have a love-hate relationship with a video game, I think it's just time to give up on that shit, because it's very... You get so uncomfortable with the thought of, oh, am I going to be stuck playing this game forever? And I think that's where I'm at with Borderlands. I wanted to make my YouTube channel all about Borderlands and any content about it. But it's gotten to the point where I can't even stand playing this game anymore. Like, I was playing Borderlands 2 yesterday, trying to get to OP8. And of course, I'm max level. I have a perfect Unkempt Herald. I'm playing Sal. I have a Grog Nozzle. I have a really good Rough Rider. I'm using some of the top quality gear. But if you can't get to the highest objective in a game because it's too difficult to do, I think you need to, like, bring it down a tone. Which is how I'm feeling about Borderlands in general. Like, some of these things are so annoying to have to fight and everything that it's just, why did you even make it like this? Jesus. But I think I think what this game needs is definitely a huge kick in the pants. As much as I hate to say it, because I do love video games in general, but it's gotten to the point where I think not playing games is going to be part of my future. Because I think that games in general are just going downhill. I think it's not going to be as big as it was like back in 2012 era. I think I personally think that it's going to get boring and no one's going to want to watch video games unless it's like in VR or something. And to see people who do the vlogging shit on YouTube, the people who do challenges, all that shit, I've never been into challenges. I never really was into it. I don't dance, I don't do all this shit. I don't do shit for views. I do shit because I find it fun. Now, I'm putting my opinion out here for this game because I feel it's right. And I'd like to see who else shares this opinion about this game, because I'm to the point where I can't really care about this game much anymore. I've gotten to the point where even the smallest little inconvenience in a video game kind of is upsetting. And I keep telling myself, oh, just get over it, oh, get over it. But it gets to a point where people don't even want to be happy with a video game anymore. I can't sit here and lie to you guys. Dying there because of a barrel, really? What was the purpose of that barrel blowing up? It was not on fire whenever I walked close to it. I was just getting out of the lava. So, my death there was completely in the game's worst style. I don't think it's the worst thing that I've been through in this game, but there's so many things in this game that have pushed me over the edge. There's so many things that have no reason to be in the game. But I really do want to max this stuff out. I really do. But there's just so much shit that you have to go through. Like, maxing all this stuff out, I don't see that happening for me. I do want to get Loot Luck completed. I do want to do that. And who knows, we might get to the point where it's not as bad as it is right now, and it might come back and who knows, it might even become way better than what we've had before. And who knows, we might actually get more characters, we might get something that I will enjoy. Because the way I'm seeing it, we don't have a resing. We don't have healing very well. We don't have a healer. We don't have something to go ahead and say, oh yeah, I can heal you. Hold on, here. Let this thing cool down. Do all this shit. I've always been a healer. I don't like the damage outputs. I don't like tanking. I don't like being DPS. I've always been a healer. Which, I know that sounds very beta male, very, oh, you just gotta try different builds. I don't see a healing stat. There's no healing, there's nothing that you can tell me that is very healer-esque. It doesn't feel that way. Now, if of course they have this spell in this game that allows you to res like with Maya, but it's so situational where honestly running a purple spell would be better than rocking a res spell. So I don't know how to feel about that. Now, the thing with the Chaos Chambers, I'll be honest with you, the Chaos Chambers, they're fun. But getting to 35, are you fucking serious? It's already bad enough we have to get to OP10 on Borderlands 2, but 35? For fuck's sake, guys. I know you guys can do better. I know there's so much more stuff that you could build off of. There's so much more shit that I can enjoy. Now, of course, I think they buffed the crystal drops and everything, because I'm starting to notice that I'm getting more crystals. And I'm not even like going for all the little puzzle things at all. I'm not going for objective play or anything. I'm getting footage at this point. I'm not trying to
Looks like someone took a
sit
long
here and
nap.
do anything. I'm just sitting here enjoying playing it. But the biggest problem I have is, am I really enjoying it? Because even that little thing, these fucking pineapple barrels, they're not enjoyable to be around. There's some things in this game that are like truly infuriating and aren't worth having in this game. Are you just not going to spawn anything other than this Titan Tooth? And I know there's people out there that have played this game more than I have. Like, you could look at all the huge YouTubers that are Borderlands YouTubers, Wonderlands YouTubers, all that shit. But I have no intentions on playing this game that much. It's to the point where even if I did want to play this game, I couldn't do it. Because I would lose my sanity playing the same game over and over again. But I personally think this game could have a future. I think, yes, they need to work on it a bit. Do I foresee them doing that anytime soon? No. They need to focus on getting good content out, and that's what they're lacking nowadays. There's a lack of good content. What do you think killed... Why do you think Pre-Sequel was killed off so early? It's because there was a lack of content, and there was not really... Like, it wasn't a good thing. That... I think it was just kind of bland at that point. Of course, you got the lovable characters. You can sympathize with some of the characters, and then you just love to hate some of the other characters, like Nisha, Wilhelm, and then Claptrap for a whole completely different reason. There's reasoning behind all of it, and some people don't... You gotta enjoy the story before you can enjoy the end game. And I enjoy the story. I love the story of this game, but the characters... I think making your own character makes it feel that you can't love these characters as much as you love the others. And honestly, I can understand why they did the create a character kind of thing, because they wanted to appeal to a little bit more of a Dungeons and Dragons vibe. But to make it to where you don't have set characters, like if they did something like Raid Shadow Legends, where you can like choose a certain character and then you rock them for a style that you want to go for, or for certain dungeons, all that shit, I think it would work a little bit better. But I don't personally foresee them doing that. I think what they need to work on most is getting the consistency, getting the story good, getting everything a lot better. Because there's so much shit here that just doesn't feel right. Like, I'm getting stuck on a fucking rock, for fuck's sake, right there. There's so much optimization that is needed in this game. There's so much shit that is needing a fix. And honestly, if they came back and fixed Borderlands 3 before they did this, and made Borderlands 3 a little bit more fun, I wouldn't be opposed to it. There's so much shit in Borderlands 3 that they could fix. There's so much shit in this game they could fix. Why are you guys shooting me, you assholes? I swear, it feels like they're shooting at me. I know it's the nasty spill modification, but goddamn, this is infuriating. But if you're in the comments and you're telling me the little things about this game that have changed, if you want to just have a general discussion, I'm okay with discussing shit. Now, I will not accept hate comments. I will not accept people telling me, "Oh, Wonderlands is the best game," or you have your opinion. Okay, you think that it's the best game. But I personally do not think that it's the best game. You guys have your opinions and I have mine. Now, I'm starting to get to the point where looter shooters are getting way too old for me, and I think it's a little bit more of an immature kind of game style. I think it's a little old. Like, looter shooters have gone so downhill that it doesn't feel fun to play anymore. The GTA scene, with how GTA is going, I don't foresee GTA 6 being fun. Because it's going to be... We've had GTA 5 for so long that people are going to feel spoiled with GTA 5. And people are going to look at GTA 6 the same way I'm looking at Wonderlands here. It's not going to feel special anymore. Which sucks because I play GTA quite a bit. I'm not as talented as some people because I've seen people who've gotten to level 500 without hacking. I'm at 200 and something. So I know I'm still like below 210, but it feels kind of numb at this point. I think all this stuff that we're getting game-wise has been very lackluster. Just DLC-wise, all this stuff. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. All this stuff that we're getting lately, just from these developers, is kind of either really shitty or you get something that's really good. Like, people will shit on Cyberpunk. People will just sit here and say, oh yeah, Cyberpunk's trash. I actually enjoyed Cyberpunk. Glitches and all. I love Cyberpunk. It was one of the funniest, greatest games I've played in a while. Do I think that it's the best game in the world? No. But there's people out there that will sit here and complain about certain things, and I hate to complain so much, but it's to the point where Borderlands isn't even enjoyable anymore. And if you guys find enjoyment in it, that's fine. But to go back to Borderlands 2 and not feel the way I have with this game lately, it's revitalizing, and it makes me think, oh, I can actually enjoy a game. Now, when it comes down to this game, I do personally think Wonderlands is dead. I don't see... Like, even if you look at some of the Borderlands YouTubers out there, like Jolt's Dude, Killer6, Moxie, Morning After Kill even, there's a lot more that I could list, but those are the ones that I have at the top of my head right now. But all this loot, notice how most of it's purples and blues at this point. Like, how does this feel? Like, I can stand having purples and doing all this shit and farming. I'm okay with farming. Don't get me wrong. I am absolutely fine with farming. But to get certain gear that isn't good, like, look at all this shit that I got. I'm not getting anything that I would personally use and enjoy. But I think it's time for there to be something done. I genuinely think that something needs to be done to make this game a little bit more acceptable. Now, I know I got a lot of loot here. But what is all this loot gonna do for me? Like, what am I... Oh, wait, what? Those weren't there last time I was on. When did those get there? Huh. That's definitely a good change. I will give him that. I didn't even notice that. I just walked right by him and I didn't even say anything. I didn't notice him at all. That's a good change. I will accept that. Well then. Huh. I think they fixed some of this stuff here. Oh, shit. Okay. There's a primordial. I didn't expect that. I don't know if that's good, but I've seen people use it and it was good for them. I don't know. Come on. There we go. But honestly, I hope you guys understand how I feel about this game. I hope that some people can look at my opinion and kind of form an opinion for themselves. You see, my opinion is because I've played enough of this game to know what's good and what's bad. Um, Now that the little machines right there in the loot room, that surprised me. I'm kind of happy that they did that. Is that a freaking nightshade? Oh, that's a Spriggan. Okay. I don't know if I've been going on and on about stuff, but I think I've made my point in this video. I think my intentions with this game are known. I think people will understand how I feel about this game. People will probably relate to how I feel about the Borderlands franchise right now. I personally think... Oh shit, I didn't mean to sell that. Give me that back. I need to get rid of that. There we go. But I think to kind of lighten the load of what I'm saying is I think that Wonderlands is okay. Okay at best. It's not on pre-sequel level. Like, the balancing in this game is kind of shitty in some cases. I think what they need to do for this is make better content. Now, Gearbox, if you're listening, if you miraculously watch this video, which most likely won't happen, I know Randy Pitchford is definitely not going to know anything. I don't see Gearbox replying to this. I don't see them saying anything. I think you guys are amazing, but the content for this game is a little lackluster. And I know it's a little side project. That is absolutely fine. But to have a side project with a main game coming out, you need to support the main game and the side project as well. You need to support both. It's not about it's not about the content right now. It's about making your game the best that it can be. And I know at this point I'm rambling, and if you guys support my opinion here, or if you guys think I'm wrong, inform me what you guys think. I genuinely want to know what you guys think of this game. I want to know your opinions about pre-sequel. I want to know your opinions about all of the games in general. Pre-sequel has definitely grown on me. A lot of games have grown on me lately. I think out of all the Call of Duties that have recently come out, I got to say, Call of Duty Ghost is one of the good ones. Um, Black Ops 2 is amazing. Black Ops 3 was getting to the point where it was kind of tedious, kind of annoying, kind of grindy. Which, of course, Call of Duty is grindy. I get that. But it's to the point where I'm like, okay, why am I even playing this game? And that's what I've been asking myself with Borderlands lately. Because whenever I was going through my Call of Duty phase and I was getting out of it at the time, all I was thinking was, what is next? What am I going to do next? I stopped playing about Cold War, around the time Cold War had released Mauer der Tod. And of course, I've beaten every single Easter egg in Zombies. I've won battle royales multiple times. Now, not as much as most people have, and I'm not a Fortnite guy. I don't enjoy that stuff, but I have respect for the battle royale scene. Is it my favorite style of game? No, but I will say battle royale saved a lot of companies. A battle royale is a something that is enjoyable and everybody should try at least once. Now, if you're not into the video game scene, I completely understand. If you're just watching this for the sole purpose to see how I'm doing, I want you guys to know that I'm fine. I want you guys to know that this gaming shit is either going to get worse or better. I think it's going to get worse with all the shit, like with the upcoming release of the next Call of Duty title being Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 is one of it's down in the history of gaming. It is one of the strongest games that I've seen in a long time. I'm fairly certain there are people still playing Modern Warfare 2. I'm 100% sure about that. Now, I know I know this upcoming one is probably going to be about Modern Warfare esque, the 2019 version. I don't foresee myself playing it. Zombies has gone so downhill that it's not even enjoyable anymore. Uh, the Black Ops Zombies, the storyline with Cold War, I don't even know if there was a last map. Because Mauer Toten was the last one I played and beat the Easter egg on. But from what I know, that it didn't end well, and honestly, the way Black Ops 4 ended, with the zombie situation and everything, I think Zombies is never going to recover. I don't foresee people hopping back into a Call of Duty and feeling the same way they did back in Black Ops 2, back on Modern Warfare 2. They Those games have helped so many people. Borderlands has helped me come out of my shell. Borderlands has made my love for gaming because Borderlands 2 was whenever I started getting into the whole gaming in general. Just everything about playing video games. Borderlands 2 practically saved my life in a lot of ways. But I'm to the point where I think this is a bit too much for me. And if you guys want to see a game, if you guys want to see another series, if you want to see me play something, just let me know. Because what I'm thinking for my next playthrough is playing through the Tales from the Borderlands game. I haven't played that in so long. I have a strong feeling like I would enjoy going back to it. I've played it twice, and I can say with confidence that it's one of the greatest Telltale games out there. Now, I know there's people who are sitting here, saw that I did Walking Dead. I'm thinking, I don't think I will ever go back to those. The Walking Dead has gotten so much heat. The show is not good anymore. I personally can't stand to watch Walking Dead. And I've played the Walking Dead games twice. Same thing with Tales in the Borderlands. I have played Life is Strange, the first one, and Before the Storm. And Telltale Games is done. They're not making any more content. So I think I'm to the point where I'm kind of lost in limbo with games right now. Until something good happens in a video game, until I find that one game that truly has enjoyable factors, until I find that one game that will make me feel like I can come back to a game and enjoy it, I don't foresee myself playing games much. So I might start reacting to stuff. I might just randomly start watching shit and giving my reaction to it. Because I think that's where I want to go with this. Now, I also don't want to overwhelm people. I want to move at my own pace, which is why you haven't seen me upload in a couple months. Because I'd like to upload every day. I want to be able to do that, but I want to make sure I'm comfortable doing that, and I think I have almost reached that point where I feel comfortable doing it. But I also have to make sure my life is in order before everyone else. Because I've put myself before everybody else most of my life. But I wanted to have this heart to heart because I want people to know who I am, how I feel, and I also wanted just to make this video to give a little bit more background on me and kind of go into how I feel with Wonderlands and the current state of Borderlands games in general. So, honestly, if you guys want me to make more stuff like this, if you guys want me to start making commentaries like this, if you guys want me to play a new game or something, let me know. I'm completely open. I want you guys to come back for my content. I want to provide content that people want to watch. Now, I know I'm not the most enjoyable person to listen to. I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about me. I don't know what you guys want. So, seriously, let me know what you guys want. I am open to anything. So, I think this is where I'm going to end the video. I wanted to get something out to kind of bridge that gap between trying to upload a little bit more and I've made promises in the past like, "Oh, if you guys want more here, I'll give you guys something to go for." And of course, I'm still going to keep the 50 subscribers face reveal kind of thing. I have a camera on this computer, I just don't use it. I know how to get the camera working, I know how to record it, everything. And if you guys are if you guys want more of that, just let me know because I'm totally into that kind of stuff. I'm not nervous in any way to put myself out there to the public. I don't want to push myself on anybody. I want you guys to enjoy my content for what it is. I don't want anyone to feel like they are forced to watch my content. This is content for people who want to watch it. So, genuinely, if you guys want more gameplays or if you want me to go through an entire game, tell me. If it's on Game Pass, I will go through it. If you guys want me to try something out, I might even like something new. I'm currently thinking about starting a Minecraft playthrough solo and seeing where that takes me because I genuinely love Minecraft. I want to play it. Um, I'm thinking about finishing a playthrough on, like, I want to get to OP10 on my
Remember, style
Salvador.
before stats, every time.
Shut up. I want to get to OP10 on my Salvador and my cousin Zero, and then I want to record the OP10 playthrough because I don't see a lot of people doing that. I think that would be very fun. I want to have that struggle, and obviously we're gonna farm for the best stuff. I also want to start a series of bunker farming, trying to get that 94 sham because watching Jolt's Dude's videos has kind of inspired me to start doing that kind of stuff, and he's that likable personality that I think I don't want to do it like him. I don't want to sit here and only farm bunker, but I think that would be a very fun video just to record and just have in general. And of course, there's not going to be any limit to how much I farm bunker. I want to make content and have you guys enjoy what I enjoy. I love gaming still. I want to have my own personal time with games and like whenever I first played Wonderlands, I played through about half the story and I said, "Okay, it's time for me to start recording it." I never finished the playthrough on Wonderlands yet. So, hopefully what I'm going to do is wait until all the content drops for Wonderlands and then I will put out a video. And I know it's probably going to be too late for people to hop on that hype train, and I know people are going to be like, "Oh, you shouldn't do that. You got to do that right now whenever it's hot." I don't find enjoyment in doing that because I think it will be so much better for content wise, and it'll make me it'll be more interactive, and I think people will understand how I feel about a game if all the content's out and I can put my opinions out there. Now, I'm going to try to keep my opinions out of videos from now on. I'm not going to try to put a game under like I have right like in this video. Now, I also want to reiterate that I have no hatred towards any of these games. I just want balancing. I want to feel comfortable playing these things. But it's all about the state of who I am, who you guys are, and how the state of this game is going. Because I want this game to be good. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for me, guys. I hope you guys can understand this ramble, understand where I'm coming from, and I hope you guys can like what I am doing here. I hope to hopefully make a career out of this one day. I want to make sure you guys are also enjoying what I do. But anyways, that's it for me, guys. If you guys want more stuff, leave what I should play in the comments. Um, like if you guys really want some more content. Like if you like my style of video. Like if you guys want more. And lastly, subscribe if you want to stay up to date with me. You don't have to do the bell, but if you want to do the bell, that's up to you guys. Of course, I'm not saying you guys have to. It's just something that I'd like to say and do. I want you guys to feel comfortable with me, and I want to put my heart on the line here. I want you guys to feel comfortable. So, anyways, that's it from me, guys. Again, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.